Guess I'm going to go back to sometimes doing pre-recorded, mainly because things like this, I need to vent about how stupid this question is. So there's this app called Long Walks, and it's supposed to be the way it works is it's a sort of a question of the day app, and they call it Long Walks. I'm assuming because it just puts you in a state of mind to think about something other than the bullshit we typically think about in here on YouTube. So the question sometimes they have questions like what, I don't get it, but this question is just dumb. Here's what it is: if I could clone one thing to make multiples of it, I'd choose. And then people are just picking mainly like material stuff, but it's like it's okay. So let's. Old girl says $100 bills. Here's the problem: is your cloning of it infinite? Because if your cloning is infinite, then why would it matter what you make? Because if you can infinitely uh, 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 clone anything, then you're probably going to be rich for the rest of your life anyway, regardless. Like I said, this is a stupid question, but fuck it, meat lovers pizza. Listen, if I can clone a meat lovers pizza and I can tell people I sell meat lovers pizza, that's all I sell, I can still get people to line up and get this really cheap meat lovers pizza. I just have to, like, let's say like $5. Let's say I sell $5 because that would be killing the market. But I got a quality meat lovers pizza and it's clone, 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 clone. It tastes the same every time. I'm going to get a lot of customers daily. So I still make a living. Now, it'd be kind of hard for one person to make that much money, but you get my point. Like, is cloning money at that point becomes stupid. It becomes pointless at that point. Um, and one thing I thought of, I don't know, what if I'm pretty sure some people would pick like a person, but then like that every time people say stuff like that in these types of situations, you gotta if you ever thought of that, listen, you're technically at that point a slave owner if you can clone another person because I'm pretty sure you're gonna say, I'll clone myself and then send myself to work. So you are working for you, but you only put up with that if you are a mindless drone. You get my so let's get past that. Then I thought about, okay, what if people want to clone their favorite things? Immediately you can no longer clone it. It's not. I mean, you're not. It's not your favorite thing anymore. It's not. It is not your favorite thing. Point is, the reason I say that is because let's say you have a favorite car. Where if you clone your favorite car, which one is your original favorite car? And even if you know this one is your original favorite car, what the fuck is the point of that one if this one is your favorite car and you're going to always drive this one? Or did you clone this one to always drive that one so this one will be in pristine condition? Like, even then, it's like, but this is not the car. This is not the car. You're not going to appreciate it because it's not the car. Unless, now that I think about it, maybe you have like a super expensive car or maybe like a fast one and you just want to like hit the freeway and if you ever crash it, it just fucking crashes, right? I guess I'll allow that loophole and make it not as stupid, but it's still stupid. Um, let's go through some of these. Oh my fucking! Oh god, socialist has entered the chat. Housing for all, human and animals. Okay, here's the problem, Amber. Animals don't need houses. They don't. Animals don't give a damn about houses until we force them into houses. Like they're cool with the grass and the trees. Now, if you want to clone house at the house at the house at the house at the house for humans, okay, let's. Well, for one, you put a lot of people, you take a lot of money out of people's pockets. That's for one. But whether you should care about that or not, I don't know because some housing is owned by big banks and it's, I really that was that reason is up in the air. But here's one thing that does become a problem. Are you cloning just an empty model house, or are you cloning somebody else's house? Because if you clone somebody else's house or even clone your house, what's going to happen is does everything in the house get cloned? Whatever. People are going to start to. I guess that's kind of like a reach, but people will study your house and blah blah, blah know where you keep your shit. But again, maybe that's a reach. Okay. Um. Anything. Here's a problem. Here's a problem with even if you clone the free housing. Anything you can make that easy, you lose appreciation for. So you'd have to have infinite cloning because people would literally just start destroying the houses because they're worthless. Literally, they're literally worthless. The worst people, like I live in this neighborhood, some good people, some shitty people. If you just clone the house and give them to the shitty people, they're just gonna fuck the houses up. Like, come look at these houses. I have neighbors down the street who bought a pool, spent money on a pool, and the pool is just trash. Like they didn't take care of the shit they bought. So to give them something free, don't do that. Okay, let's see some more. My candidate database? The fuck does that mean? Like you look at whatever. That sounds like political, and it's stupid. Myself, so things can be done the way I want it done. Yeah, and this dude says scary. Like, are you going to boss you around, or do you think that because you cloned yourself, immediately y'all are thinking the same? My God, a lot of dudes are going to make themselves sex dolls out of themselves. Okay, you. This is the point. This part I'm talking about here. People cloning other humans in hopes that they either think very identical to them, which means you just made a living flesh like it's technically mind control in a way. That now you talk about that oxymoron. Okay, that cloning yourself exactly, even your thoughts, is like a time warp. Like it literally can't. I mean, or do you then start to speak like what is that where you can just mind speak to each other, telekinesis or something? I don't know, maybe, but that's the problem when you go start cloning humans. Now, when I was younger, when people complain about that, I'm like, why the fuck complain about cloning humans? Like it's another, like who cares? Now I kind of see how unethical that the practice is. Because attempting to clone another human, even if it goes very successfully, everything works perfectly. Now I see the problem. Because now you literally are just owning another person. Like if I clone myself, I guess maybe we'll get along really well and go, do you want to go to work today? Do you like I honestly can imagine literally having this conversation with literally myself. Like you will grow to hate yourself because of your own faults. And if you think you love yourself that much, that means you're not really looking at the big picture. You're not. The part of me that loves to play loud music, that's typically the me that's going to sleep. But the me that's literally in the next room up, we're gonna like it's uh you're not gonna just love yourself. So get that out your head. Uh, and then another chick says to me, "You people are full of yourself. Orgasm? You clone the orgasm? Okay, that's okay. Here's the problem with cloning an orgasm. Unless you want to say you want to make clone your intense orgasm, let's put that up there, right? There's a problem with that. The human body works in such a way that it gets used to the shit, right? So if you're having the same orgasm over and over and over and over and over and over and over, your body's gonna go, hey, I don't like this. Do something else. Do a different orgasm. Use the thumb. I don't like this anymore. Do something else. That's why people say when you look at porn all the time, you at some point start to get, I've seen this scene already. I don't like it. Change it. Get to another one. So cloning an orgasm is pretty much self-defeating. And I know we don't like to think about this with anything, especially sex, but people, listen. Things have to have their downs to have their ups. So if your sex is literally always up, that is literally just a stagnant line and impossible. That's impossible. Like, let's take the joke that guys always come so they don't know. Yeah, but that is still not a stagnant line. Believe it or not, even if there's another person there with their ass in the air, sometimes we're just jacking off. We're just like, it just wants to come out. That's it. I'm not trying to achieve an ultimate high here. I'm just trying to come from this jacking off session that we call sex right now. That happens. Like there can't be no top of the line always and forever, even when it comes to orgasms. God damn it. How greedy are you? My old dogs. Oh, so I'm assuming that when your dogs die, they have the other ones there. But those aren't those dogs. You literally cannot let your dogs die like they're supposed to. People, it's not okay, because I know y'all think this with humans too. You cannot clone your old grandma so she never dies. Fuck, how selfish are you? Let her die. Let these dogs die. You know, I get called tense a lot. Like, funny story, I was even asked by a hooker, why are you so tense? And I thought I was being cool. So, I don't know. This is me. Peace on earth. You can't clone peace. You cannot clone peace. How do you clone peace? Let's ask her. How do you clone? God damn it. How do you clone peace? Oops, come. A loving and protective home for every child. God. You understand anytime you say child, you defaultly talk about the parents. And then do you know what happens? The same shit that's happening now. Adults go, holy shit, they give kids stuff and by default their parents stuff? Well, fuck, let's hide these kids. Stop doing this. I'll borrow a line from myself like 2 minutes ago. In order to have the ups, you have to have the downs. So I'm not sad to say this. There has to be starving people. There has to be homeless people. It's the only way this shit works. There has to be incels for you to fuck the guy you want to fuck. Like, that has to happen. To fuck them kids. This has to happen. Starving people are sometimes kids. I'm sorry. Homeless people are sometimes kids. Sorry. You cannot stop interrupting world order to like feel good. This shit, it doesn't work. Stop doing this. You don't make the world a better place literally by just giving everybody a house. You don't. Believe it or not. Because then what? If they're homeless, you think all they need is a house? Now what? Oh yeah, we have to give them food stamps too now. Now what? Oh yeah, we have to make schools for everybody now. Now what? and on and on and on. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Let disaster happen. Fucking let it happen. If you get to the train tracks and you see that there's two tracks, one on one side, five on the other, and the train is headed towards five, don't be the dumbass that says, "Oh, I switched to the one since so only one can die." At that point, you have just killed somebody for one. Two, you don't know why they're on the tracks. You have literally no clue why they're on the tracks. Literally, the Saw guy or Joker could have put them on the tracks. And these are all like six bad people, six pedophiles on the tracks. And you people are just like, well, let's just identify pedophiles. Don't do that. Let disaster happen. The world is art and disaster is part of it. Leave it there. It's one of the ingredients. Damn it. Choose yourself. People are awful. I just want to know what would these people do with yourself and what? Damn it! Why does it always give me F? And what would you do with yourself? Probably the entire planet to make more. Okay, this dude, he has to be like 15. Okay, because first of all, he got the AirPods in. Listen, people, we have enough space on Earth. We have enough resources on Earth. Problem is, everybody like this guy, or everybody else who wants to clone a house, you want to be able to take advantage of capitalism, all the while trying to pretend that socialism is okay. So we want to let's just do this and this and then this and then this and let's clone a house for everybody, and then when you run out of land, go, oh shit, now we need another Earth, and then you do the same shit. Stop it, stop. Let disaster happen. $100 bills. Okay, all right. My dog and my salary. Okay. Here's the problem with cloning your salary. It would be a better thing to say clone your check, but then you have to cash that check, and your company is going to go, why the fuck does she keep cashing 2 checks, or 3 checks, or 4 checks, or 5? It's going to become a point where they see you cashing checks, and they're going to go, hold the fuck up. And you literally can't cash more checks than they have in payroll. You understand that, right? Companies don't just have a big bank account and then we just all get our money from their one big bank account. No, they have a payroll account. And then when you try to cash 30 checks, they're going to go, okay, who just bounced 29 checks? Who just bounced 29 checks? How the fuck did she get 30 checks? That shit doesn't... We didn't give her that shit. So now, like what? God, this is the problem with just being happy. Okay, why are you people who always ask everybody else, why can't you just let people be happy? Because happy people are stupid. Okay, happy people and drunks are just two sides of the same coin. They're stupid, and they just say dumb shit. Doggos. Okay. I don't think you understand the mind fuck you want to do to that dog if you clone him while he's still alive. That's the thing I forgot. Dogs don't understand. I don't think they understand the shit that's going on. So if you clone him and make him another him, he might run away and like dog suicide. So don't do that. And another person, my dog. Okay. Besides money or food, college tech. Okay, I'm not going to show you all now. Maybe I'll screen record and catch it later, but you can download textbooks off the internet. Like, this already exists. Smartass. What the fuck? let's be nice for people and just sound goofy, cause why not? Why not just say nice shit, even though it's stupid? All right, $100 bill. About the $100 bills, smart ass people. There's a serial number on that, and if you clone, if the amount of you that would literally choose this, you understand that your $100 bills are pointless, because the United States government would find out that that everybody is literally just cloning their own money, and now the resources are depleted because everybody cloning their own money. You just fuck the earth, literally. You fuck earth over, like, because everybody would just buy everything, like, almost instantly. Don't clone money. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't clone money. Don't clone money. One of the reasons why this question is oxymoron. Say it with me. Don't clone money. It's stupid. Don't do that. Okay? Unless you know for a fact you're the only person in the world who has a superpower. But again, as I told you, the serial number will not change if you're cloning it, which means the serial number is going to be the same. Ergo, banks are going to go, hey, same serial number. The government is going to go, hey, why do we have $1 million worth of the same serial number? Where did it come from? Orlando. Who the fuck in Orlando is printing money? Let's go find out. Oh, it seems to be happening mainly at this fucking Walmart. Okay, let's go see let's go tell the Walmart people, hey, this is the serial number. Let us know when this serial number gets handed over. Matter of fact, the person who pays in all hundreds, let us know when that happens. The person who makes a $3,000 purchase in all hundreds, let us know when that happens. That's that dumbass. Thank you. You're going to jail for printing $100 bills with the same serial number. God. I can never have fun with these. I'll admit. I'll admit. I have to. Fuck it. My cash. Okay, I've done that already. Photosynthetic plankton. Alright, okay. Food. I'd love to cook something once, but magically have more of it. Alright, okay. Your cat. Okay. My dog. My salary. A loving and protective. Did I read that already? Oh, I went to the top by accident. My God damn it. Okay. Those fleeting rare naps after which you awaken completely refreshed and ready to go. I don't know how to. This is similar to the orgasm one, because if you clone the nap, then you're saying that you want to go right back to sleep. But if you wake up refreshed, why the fuck would you go back to sleep? You ruin sleep. Am I missing something? Put in the comment section if I'm missing something. I gotta be. I have to be. Is he trying to say that he would clone the nap and save it so he can immediately apply it to the next day? Because that's the only way I can see that making sense. Or for him to literally just have a nap button and then just press it whenever he wants, just take a nap. I'll assume that that's what he's talking about. I'll give him a go on that one. I'll let that go through. You would clone Sunday, so you would clone a 24-hour period. Okay. You can't clone time. All right. You can't. You can't clone time. All right? Listen, if time travel existed, we'd all know it by now, but then we wouldn't know it because time would cease to exist because of how time works. All right? But this is the best time travel's going to get. All right? I'm not talking to you now. I recorded in the past, but this is as good as time travel's going to get. Because if you can go back in time, if me 20 years from now got a hold of time travel, I would be here right now, like talking to myself, telling myself what happened, telling myself, oh, these are the numbers, blah blah blah. Do that. People would just use Google to find out how to get rich at every point in life, and then you would deplete time travel itself would evaporate time. You understand? No, people don't, because it's like we're just having fun, but you can't be this wrong while having fun. You can't. This bothers people like me. You can't do this. You can't do this to us. Or my dog. Don't clone. Where you want to put the extra Earth? With the understanding that Earth has gravity, right? If you slap another Earth close to Earth, which how else are you going to get there? Earth, however the magnetic pull will work, it would either repel itself and throw us away out of our own solar system, which then we die, or it would grab a hold of each other and do the little spinny thing, and then we die. Don't clone. This is why stupid people can't have shit. This is why. This is why the government treats us like children. Because we are. We are. Okay, I don't know what that is. My bank account. All right. Here's the problem. You'd freeze your own bank account by accident, right? So let's say your average American, I think the average American only has like a few $100s on average in their bank account if they even have one. But let's just say fuck it. Let's give everybody 10 grand in their bank account, right? If you clone your bank account, the reason I said you would freeze your bank account is because the system, when it goes to look for your bank account, it either won't know which one to pull from, or when you go to pull from it and it doesn't know which one it is because it's literally identical. It won't choose any of it. It will cause an error if you know how software works. Now, I don't know how to code or anything, but it's very obvious that that's how that would happen, right? You ever try to jump on like the video game or something, or your phone or anything, and like you have a malfunction or whatever, like you would brick it essentially. That's what you would do. Now let's say magically this works, right? Well, the only way this will work is, let's say you clone yourself, you make yourself 100 bank accounts. Like, yeah, I'm killing it. 100 bank accounts, right? It would pull all 100 bank accounts up at the exact same time and pull from those bank accounts at the exact same time. Now, I've never heard of this. I've never heard them make an announcement. But if I can think of it, I'm pretty sure the $1 billion people, has paid other people to think of it as well. They're going to get an alert of a duplicate transaction. And even though I'm against the way this works, they're going to say you stole the money. right? Even let's say they can't prove you duplicated the account or anything like that. Let's just say it looks like an error of holy shit, this dude has 100 bank accounts. They're still going to make you pay that back and or send you to jail. Again, I don't agree with that. Like I just read a story now how some rapper in Dubai or somewhere went to jail because he spent the $500,000 that was deposited into his account. And they said apparently it's like some criminal intent. And it's like, that's not no fucking criminal intent. You gave me money. I don't know what's intentful about that. I mean, criminal wise. Listen, if I'm walking up the street and you throw money out the window into my hands and then I go and spend it, how the fuck is that my fault criminal wise? You did this. You did it. Like, why is the bank at fault for that? Why wouldn't the bank be held accountable for that? You get to pass that shit to me? You simply gave me some money and I said, cool, and I spent it. How the fuck is that a crime? You gave it to me. Moving on. You can't clone patience. Well, what is patience? A state of mind, essentially. That's what it pretty much boils down to, a state of mind. Can you clone that? I'm sure you can like reset patience. So I'll buy that. I'll buy that. You can reclone patience. Which would be excellent for you married people. All right. Gold. Okay. First of all, you'd have to get a hold of a lot of gold already before you clone it, right? Because even though gold is like the value of like a lot of currency, which we're no longer on the gold standard, so this is almost pointless. But gold, like per weight, like per ounce, like it's not you need a lot of gold for it to account for a lot of money. So if you got like this one little, I got like a flick of gold in this jar that I got from my granddad. It's like a little ball flick of gold. Like if I was to clone that, you know how long I would be cloning that? And then how would I transport that to anybody who wants to buy that without getting robbed? Like if you can figure that, I guess maybe you'll rent a truck or something. But getting all of that into the, okay, so let's say I do that. Here, I would be bringing up piles of flaky gold and throwing it into like a back of a truck, or maybe I got it duplicated in bags, right? So I'm just throwing bags and bags into this truck, right? And then maybe it's doable that way. Maybe it's doable that way. I guess I'll let that one slide. I figured it out. Money. Oh, stop it with the money. Stop it with the money. That's why this is a stupid question, because people can only think of two things: money and like living, breathing organisms that should not be cloned. To clone the cloning machine? So you would clone the cloning machine and then sell it to who? Or I'm pretty sure this person, okay. If you clone a cloning machine, right? Which means I'm pretty sure you're going to clone a lot of other shit. You break life. You break it. Right? And here's why I say that. It's the same thing with the money, except a lot more extreme. If you clone it, eventually so many people, because it's never going to get to everybody because you break life before then. But enough people are going to start to clone shit that people would stop. They would stop. Because you're only going to need to trade something once. Just once. And that's if that. Because other people you know are going to be trading as well. And eventually, you're going to have a bunch of fat ass people that are just cloning shit and then doing nothing. They're going to clone their dog before it dies. They're going to clone their bananas. They're going to clone Sunday. You're going to break life. So stop calling people like this smart. This is not smart thinking. It's outside of the box. But if the box was on the tallest building in the world, and then they cloned the box to be on the ledge, and then they just fall to their death because they're so obsessed with cloning shit that they don't even think about what and where they're cloning it. Okay, they're just repeating the same shit now. Houses, myself, my dog, my mom. Why the fuck would you clone your mom? Okay. All right. So I guess what would you clone? Put it in the comment section. Like the video. Be right, not positive. I'm out.